Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is going to be a lovely Sunday craft along, scrappy Sunday. I've just been doing a little bit because I came to film and my camera was quite dead. my phone was quite dead, so I've had to charge it up. So I've sat and had a little play. I've only got 40%, but hopefully, you know, that should do me. But yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces out. That doesn't want to stand up. Right, there we go. So yeah, got the scrap box out. What did I make then? I know you'll want to know what I made. Yeah, so I had a couple of these. Well, I've got lots of them, but I had a couple on my desk. Flower Fairy poem pages. So I cut them down so that just one of the poems was showing, the thinnest one I think I did. And then I put it onto a piece of paper from the scrap and you know, made kind of a belly band that would go on the page and be quite substantial. And then I put Flower Fairy on the bottom, and I've put I've kept it out, one of Nanine's labels, which is from her Garden Pastels Paper and Elements, and it's I've just cut them out here, look. I think the stamps, they've got like the stamp edge on them, but I just trimmed them, inked corner them. Where's my corner punch gone? Here. Yeah, so kind of rounded all the corners and inked them so it looks like a label. I mean, there are lots of labels in the kit, but I just wanted that one. So yeah, I thought it was a good idea. I've got three Flower Fairies here. That's the last of my pre-cut Flower Fairies. I need to cut some out. And yeah, I thought I might as well do a couple of those because it uses quite a big sheet of paper. So I've cut one out. Well, I'll probably only do one with you, and then we'll go on and use some more bits from the scrap box and see what we can get made up today. So I did the same thing. I just chopped it down by the poem. I rounded the edges with the corner rounder, just like I did on that one. Now I just need to find a piece of paper, which I haven't. I haven't yet. Right, what did we... I suppose it wants to go with some degree, to some degree, with the... She's quite a big one, isn't she? The colour of the fairy, so let's have a look. Oh, we've got the elm tree fairy now. I don't know if he is or not, but I don't know. I just like that. I left the number showing there. Look, the page number. I quite like it. But I'm not, unless I put him higher up, I'm not going to get it on, am I? Well, I can put him up there. This one I did just kind of out off the page. Well, I suppose I could that. If it's wide enough, he could go down there and off the page, couldn't he? Yeah. Just so it kind of brings everything in, same with the label, so it looks like a whole piece, but it's not impeding the belly band at all. Let's do him then on that one, seeing as he's ready. So what colour piece do we want? Oh, look, there's some more. There's a pile of them, the Flower Fairies. Yeah, let's use some of these bigger pieces out of my scrap box. Don't particularly want flowers behind flowers as such. That's going the other way, isn't it? I don't really want grey behind these. What else have we got? Let's have a dig. There must be something amongst all these papers in here. Don't know about the green stripe. What do we think? It's very green, but it's a possibility. Let's try it on a few bits. I mean, these are big pieces that could, you know, I could be used for other things. No, definitely not on that one. I'll just move the ones I've got in my hand and put them down. See what else we've got down here. An envelope. Map, some green grid. Let me just have a dig through and see if anything jumps out at me. I do need to use that daisy piece up. Right, they're too pastel. I see some grungy wallpaper I was going to say at the bottom. Where was that piece I just saw? Oh, that's a nice piece as well. That's got like lace on the... It's got a nice lacy piece there. Does it go? Not with that particular fairy. I think that's from Anna, who is Odulcina. I've learned how to say it. Odulcina Scrap. Odulcina Scrap Anna, or Anne. No, that's not the right colour. Ooh, I'm wafting bits of in the bottom of my box and I saw something move. It made me jump. I can't believe I haven't got any paper I want to put it on. It looks like it's this green one then. Yeah, I am actually getting down, aren't I? Through my scraps and spares. Who'd have thought it? Right, let's move that great big thing out of the way and get this one done. So I don't want it that wide. That's far too wide for the book pages that I work on. How much do we want up top? Because that one was about right, wasn't it? So about here, we'll say. That's it. I'm going to use me chopper, of course. So I hope you're all well. Did I just jump into it? I think it's because I've been crafting and yeah, I was raring to go. Now it has been a beautiful sunny morning here. So I said I was going to go on and film on Saturday. I didn't. You've probably gathered. So where do we want it? About that one? Maybe that one. And just keep my eye on that a minute. There we go. Yeah, I didn't. So I'm now filming Sunday afternoon actually. So it'll be going straight up to you. Is that the one I wanted? Yeah. But yeah, it's been a glorious, glorious morning. I did spend half of it in bed, I have to say, because as you know, if you was with me yesterday, we went to a wedding do, which was great, an evening do. It's lovely to have music and dancing, and there was karaoke, lots of friends drinking and being silly. It was lovely. Nice to see people again, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, we didn't drink a lot, Neil and I, although I do have to admit to having had a shot, which I haven't done for quite a few years. Just the one, of course. And a lager, that's all I had. I know that's probably more than I should have had, but you know, the occasion called for it. Now the thing about having him over the edges, I can't, can I? Because you can go top or bottom, but you can't go over the edge because it's a belly band. Yeah, I'll have that a bit further down so that I can put another label up there. It's a little bit wider poem this, but I've made this page quite a bit wider, haven't I? I'm going to leave it. I'm sure that will fit on a page of my journal. Let's have a look. It'll fit on a book page, so it'll fit on a page of journal. Glue. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yeah, my art glitter glue seems to have gone very watery at the minute. I don't know why. And it's taken a little bit longer to dry. It's quite strange, actually. You know how normally it dries instantly? Well, it isn't. I glued something earlier and moved it a couple of minutes later and it was completely... Now, it was book page and it was a little bit shiny, but still I would have expected it to have grabbed. Yeah, and it moved. I had to put it all back again. It was quite wet behind, so I don't know. Don't know what's going on. I hope it's still got its integrity, you know, so when I've glued and it's set, it stays set. Yeah. See, it's running out the side quite a bit and I didn't put much on there. Yeah, maybe it's book page on book page, I don't know, but we'll see. I have to try it again later and make sure it's stuck properly. Okay, yeah, so I've left this back page square at the edges because I don't want everything rounded, and I did like this middle piece rounded. Right, remember not to go in the middle, Denise. Remember to keep it down low. Now, you know how sometimes when you're using Fabri-Tac, or maybe you don't, but sometimes if you're using Fabri-Tac, it's a good idea to just give it a minute or two to start to set before you know, you put it on the page so it's got a better grip. I think I'm going to have to start and do that a little bit. If I do it too long, I need to make sure I'm square here. If you do it too long, it'll be dried. And could you see how that moved? Yeah, look, it's moving. Fabri-Tac, art glitter would never do that. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's something up with my glue. I mean, this one has stuck fine now. Yeah, we're stuck. Not coming undone, so yeah, for some reason it just needs a little bit longer. Right, what did I do with those? Do I want one of these on here again, or do I want something a bit stronger? Because those stripes really are, I might cut them down a little bit actually, really are in your face, aren't they? And what you see is wings not stuck down. That could have been me, of course, Could have missed it with the glue. Quite possibly. Yeah, it's quite strong, that stripe. I'm going to take a little bit off. I suppose I should have counted how many stripes I've got. 2 green and 2 white there. Green, white, green, white. So I'll take about 3 off that one. And just a tiny bit off the top because I do want a label on there. But yeah, I know it seems odd, but that little bit has made a big difference to me in the way it looks. I've been creating myself a new dauber today. I've finished a reel of cotton. It's quite a pretty reel as well. It was green, look. It's an old one. So I've done it with Fabri-Tac, and I only did it about half an hour ago, so I'm not going to use it yet. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good dauber, you know, for some of the colours that I don't use very often, but I want a dauber ready. I think I'll put the what's that ready pink one I've got? It's not lipstick. Is it warm lipstick? It might be, actually. Yeah, I definitely think I want a darker label on there. I did like the fact that that flower fairy came off the bottom of there, though. If it hadn't have been for saving me my page number. Can't have everything, I had to choose. So I went for the flower fairy one. Okay, let's have a look if we can find a label. Oh, do I want a green one? I do like to do colours with colours now. I've got some small ones of those over here. Oops, bear with me. Oh, they're not small, they're the same size. Let's have a look through them, see if any jump out. It's got a nice yellowy kind of... Yeah, I know they're too big, but these are, you know, they've got all the different layers of layers around them, so you can... What's the word I'm looking for? Edges. Frames, that's it. They've got all the different layers of frames around them, so you can still use the lines and cut them smaller. It's all straight lines today. My eyes are like, what's going on? I want the cream one off, that's it. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, so it was midnight before I went to bed last night, which is definitely not like me. Definitely not. I'm confused the cat completely. He was coming in at that time of night, and you know, his eyes looked like he'd been fast asleep for a long time. So that's still too big. I need to step back and have a look. If I'd have left that top, oh no, maybe not. I was going to say if I'd left the top on, it would have been all right, but let's just leave it there a minute and have a quick look through these. Yeah, so once he woke up and he'd had something to eat, I think they're all the same size frame, aren't they? Just different innards. Yeah, he was then awake and wanted to go out and play, and Neil had to sit and wait for him to come back in. Do we like that one? I think we do. It maybe wants something on it. That might be the, you know, it's very plain label. I'm just wondering if we've got something in the scrap box that we can put on it. So yeah, my legs were aching, so I had to, in fact, I hurt my back a little bit because we were sat on very hard, you know, pub chairs. They weren't particularly, I'm used to my comfort these days. So yeah, my back wasn't best pleased, so I went up to bed. He brought me a hottie botty, bless him. That's a hot water bottle, those of you not in the UK. Yeah, then he had to wait for the cat. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Right, what do I want? I want something on there. I did sneeze. Literally just, I think, got the camera off on time. Yeah, I was wondering about cutting out a circle, but oh dear, I've just remembered my challenge to myself for this weekend. I need to get back on it, don't I? Was to use some bits. You see, I've changed it to some bits now. I started off by saying I needed to use it all. Let's go for it. Let's tip them all out. Oh, I've got some circles in there, look. Oh, no, a little, I know not that because it's a label, but a little birdie on there might be nice, I'm thinking. A tiny, tiny one. Oh, there, look. I was going to say, oh, I like that. I was going to say I might have to not use my bits and get something out of my drawers, but there it was, peeping at me. Okay, don't you be smudging your glue. Where do I want it? Down there? Yep. There we go. Yeah, pleased with those. And I'm classing them as scrap mates because I've used papers out of my scrap box. And this little birdie was out of scraps as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that's the first two. What we're going to do then, let's get this box. Well, let's get some papers out of this box. Well, I've still got those two flower fairies. They might be embellishing something soon. I started to tell you about the rain. The weather, did I finish? It was a beautiful morning, but it's looking like rain now. Neil assures me it's not going to because I have some washing out, but it's getting very dark. Yeah, it's quite late afternoon now, so but it's not anything like sundown time. I love this. This came from Tanya, I think. I've got another piece here. What can we make with that? That would be a nice piece on a page as well, wouldn't it? Just like the faux stitching around it. I've got here, I might frame something nicely. And just be a page decoration. A bit too small, that one. Quite like that. So that's from one of Tanya's kits that I showed you last week. That's nice, but it's too big, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, that'd be nice on there though, wouldn't it, if I don't put those in with your scraps, Denise. We've got enough scraps to be working on at the minute, so let's just neaten this off. So it would go on a, you know, on a page as a decoration, or well, I was going to say on a piece of ephemera, but it would have to be a big piece of ephemera, wouldn't it? But I suppose it would go on an envelope. Shall I make it right? Yeah, let's make it right small. Okay, so we're going about there. Yeah, not that much off. See, if I was guessing I'd have taken more than that off. Pleased I didn't guess. We want it kind of framing. Yeah, I don't want a lot more off. A bit. Don't really want a lot off there either. Wasn't really worth trimming, was it? Never mind. Made me feel better. Right, let me just have a little, sorry, wipe of my nose. I've got a tissue here. Yeah, I think we've got colds again, just slight colds, both of us, but the concern is Neil's, they've got COVID again where he works. 3 or 4 people. You know, the people who live there that he works with have got it. So, I mean, Neil tests every day he's at work, so we test. Whenever we feel like we've got cold, we test, but yeah. There's always that concern, isn't there? Right, so what do we want? Something up there, maybe? Let's stick this down. Yeah, I'm thinking perhaps one of those pastel labels again, but no, perhaps I should be using something out of that use it up box. Don't really know what I did there with the glue. Chucked it all over me. Yeah, so I hadn't really made any full page decorations for. I thought I had my tissue then for a minute. I haven't for a long time. So yeah, might do a couple. So I want something up there. I'm thinking a label, maybe a word. We've got these little faux washes. What else have we got? Oh dear, don't know what you're doing in there. I'll put you in the scrap box, and you. Oh no, I thought that was just a piece of scrap pen. Let's have a quick look through, see if there's anything we want up there before. I'm just wondering if maybe a word. Ooh. Pop on. I mean, that's not really worth keeping, is it? Look, the two are Right, executive decision, one piece. One piece in the bin. And that's a nice... No. No. I am desperately trying to use up these. Now, that is a rose. Let me look in there. Oh, you're a long way away, aren't you? Better? Let me ink it up. I'm not liking the white round it. But I do like the fact that it's just not quite the right shape. Reshape it then, Denise. It's a rose, you can. I don't know if I can actually, but that's made a difference. Maybe if I take that back petal out. Let's see. Let's remove a petal and see. It'll just show a bit more of the background behind. That petal fell off. Yeah, like that better. It might be nice with some ever so light touch of stickles or something on it. I don't think they're in grabbing reach, are they? No, they're behind me. No, not really. Just a couple on looking like a dewdrop. I might do it afterwards. So, yeah, I want a word. So I need to move my phone, which is timing me. Oops. Oh yes, good job it is, because I've stopped the camera, haven't I? And I didn't. Well, that one's quite nice. Let's not mess about then. Just trim it a touch. Inspiration. That's what we need when we're playing with scraps. Yeah, I'm being very picky about shapes and sizes today, which is very unlike me. Do we like it on there? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, page edge decoration. Shall we do another one of those? Yeah, let's do another one. Because they're quite big pieces of paper being used up, aren't they? And yeah, I really like... Oh, messy with the glue, Denise. Yeah, I like the idea of having a couple of them in my stash, ready to just decorate a page straight away. So I won't use that. Let's do a completely different one. I suppose we have to decide which one of these we like. She's pretty, isn't she? She as in they. Oh, let's do the girlies. I'm just looking at that actually. They're a Polaroid, I think. They're a freebie from Anna at Odalcina. Yeah, Odalcina scrap. Yeah, quite like it with that behind. Didn't cut it out very well. Of course, we could use our other pictures to make them look like a Polaroid, couldn't we, with the brown round. Yeah, I like it on there. Let's get this white edge disguised. Who would have thought that just putting pictures on a piece of paper would have been... Right. I think I want it fairly centrally, because if we put anything on, it's going to be on that piece. I'm not sure that the bottom is quite square, so let's do that. Right, let's make sure it's all square. That one's all right. So let me try this side. It's a double-sided piece. Yeah, not really far off, so let's square that bottom up. It was just the bottom that wasn't. Oh, don't put it in my tea. I haven't got much tea left. I drank most of it before I came on, but I have got a couple of mouthfuls, and I could really do with it. I'm just going to now, excuse me. Ah, that's nice. So I think I'm going to go square on square this time. I'm not going to round the corners. You can see the misprint on the back, please ignore it. There's a house just up the road from us gone on sale today. It is a 2-bedroom like ours. It's got a beautiful kitchen in it though. Ours is alright now because we've done it, but it's got a really posh kitchen in it, this one. But yeah, it's gone up for the same price as ours is worth, so house prices are, I think, coming down around here. What else do we want on it now? I've got the camera in the way of where I see now. You're that close to me. Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking about something up the side, a pretty. Haven't got anything else in here, have we, because I'm thinking about, what did I do with them, those die cuts. I had them out yesterday, day before, whenever I last filmed. Where have you gone? There you are. I was wondering about one of these. Let's just try a couple. I don't think the black's going to do it. No, I don't want a shadow on it. I haven't got, now some brown craft ones would be nice, craft coloured, but I haven't got any in this particular box. Do we like, oh sorry, I just tapped my microphone, sorry if that crunched in your ears. No. I'm not sure about the green one, but I don't think so. It's a bit too straight. Is there a green? Oh, a smaller one. Getting them all tangled up, look. So does that look like a shadow? A green shadow of the more I try to straighten them, the less they want to go in. Come on. Yeah, I think I do like it. I thought, oh, so sorry. I looked away to look in my box when I looked back again. I thought it looked nice, so yeah, let's put that on there. And what do I want on the bottom? A label again. I've got glue stuck on the end of my thumb. Nice. A stamp, a label, what else? Yeah, I didn't overdo the glue that time. Lost my cloth though, have you seen it? Over there. Does it need anything else? I'm not sure that it does, to be honest. I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that's 2 of those. What else shall we make? What can we put all these on? Oh, I've put those pictures back in there. Out you come. That's it, put them up there. Right, what else have we got here? Let's have a look. All those poems. They probably need to be somewhere else, those poems, with my other flower fairy stuff. What are you all? Some of those lovely squares. Straighten it up. What can we make squares into other than journal cards and pocket books? That's quite nice, thick. That would make a nice back of a pocket. So would one of these make a nice front of a pocket with the butterflies behind? I'm thinking I could make it into a gusseted pocket, so let's do that and then see what it looks like with the butterflies behind. So what we're going for? 1/2 inch, oops. 1/2 inch each way. Might have made that a bit small now, but let's see. So this is from the Memory of the Meadows, I think, planner kit. I think. Well, it could be from either, because there are pretty squares of these digitals in both, I believe. So that's the rush bin over there, Denise. Yeah, it's gone way too small for that now. Now it is a nice small pocket, so what shall we put it on? I think it would be nice with the backing behind it. The grey's showing. I don't want too many with that green, really, although it does look quite nice on there, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, so what have we got? 2 that side and 2 that. Yeah, I think this stripe's nice as long as you don't overdo it, because it can... Where do we want it? About there? That's quite a straight cut for me, wasn't it? I'm impressed with that. I'm going to put that bit in the bin. I'm not putting that bit in. Yeah, if I div it out of it, but I'm going to leave it square at the top. I'm not going to round the corners of the back piece. Oh, that's a nice pocket made then. We are getting a collection of things made today. I've done halfway though, haven't I? I'm over the 30 minutes, but still I've got quite a lot done. Yeah, might go with a label on the back of that as well. See if we've got any in the pile to use up. So first of all, I thought I was going to use that pile up in one day. That didn't happen, did it? And then I thought I might use it over the weekend. Still not happened. But I am using stuff out of the scraps and spares box at the same time, so can't have everything. Okay, let's get this on square, otherwise it'll send everybody by me every time they look at it. I've lost it again. Lost my cloth again. Am I on wonky? No, I don't think so. Yeah, let's have a label or something. Let's have something at the top there. That might make a nice little tag in there. Something a bit thicker would do. Right, a lot of this can be collaged actually, couldn't it? That and that. Don't know why they're in here. Can be part of a collage. So I will... Yeah, maybe we should do that next and use some of this up. Just do a little collage. Yeah, these are all for collage, which is what I started doing, isn't it? Oh, there's a lovely little die cut bow there. Oh yes, I'd like to use that definitely. Okay, anything else? That can go on some collage. And so can that big butterfly actually. Yeah, and that. Yeah, okay. I think we need to do some collage in a minute. Yeah, try and do a real quick one. Because I did say to you over a week ago now, probably heading for 2, so you've put quite a lot of glue on there. Not so much now. That I was going to put some of my collage pages for sale on Etsy and I completely forgot. Yeah, so I will do that at the beginning of this next coming week. Oh, I love that, that's sweet. Shall we do one more pocket with this like I was going to though? And then, oh, what about him? Birds and butterflies. Is he too big for those? Yes, he is. Yeah, and then we'll do some real quick collage on the back of a piece of scrap. I'm wondering about just a plain piece. Have we got a piece here? Oh, what about the grey? No. You're sideways on, otherwise you would have been nice. Anything else in there that's grabbing me? No, they're all too small. Okay. I've got all sorts now in the top of my box. There we go. just have a quick look. I love that piece. I really must make something with that next time. It's not strong enough for a pocket front. Now all this William Morris is. Let's have a look at that then. See if we can grab a piece of that. I know it's a bit full on, isn't it? But butterflies behind. No. Yeah, maybe that one. Let's have a look. I just want a small piece. It'd be nice if I could get that piece, wouldn't it? Yeah, seems a waste of a paper, doesn't it? But it'll get used in the collage. Let's see if I can just cut that whole centre piece out and then yeah, we'll collage with that. Yeah, so I'm not putting a gusseted one on here. Put it down a little bit more. I'm just cutting down a lot more, Denise. I just want to try and keep him central, so let's go there and there. Can't even see where that was now. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right, where's my rounder gone? Oh dear, keep losing it. So yeah, I'll just round the bottom, I think, and then I'll div it in the top and see where we are. Whoops. That sounds like Neil's coming. He's been out playing with his tools in his shed and entertaining the cat. Oh, that's nice. The butterfly shows when when there's no card in it, you'll see that little butterfly there, so like that. And yeah, when I've done here, we're having homemade lasagna. We'll go in. Homemade by Mum, as you know, is her speciality, and we love it, and she's been spoiling us with it just lately. I think we've had one for the last 3 weeks, one each week, bless her. And some lovely garlic bread given to us by one of Neil's work colleagues who works in husbands who works in a food factory. Yeah, so we're having a very donated dinner. Nice. And yeah, we've got the very last Star Wars film to watch. It's start of Neil's 5 days off, but he's going. I like that. What was I doing? Some real quick collage on the back of one of these. So let's just find a piece of paper, and then we won't have to back it. It'll be ready backed. It was a big-ish piece. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, there we go. That's the one. Oh, it's big. It's a big piece. I think that's too big. Is that too big? Sorry. Well, I'll start and see. Glue stick. Yeah, but of course he's going in. Of course he does. Goes to work on his day off. For a meeting, I think, for the morning. And then, where's all the bits I wanted to use up? I've just mingled them in with everything now. I had a pile of things. Is that them? No. That's it. Oh look, there's a pocket I've started making there. I could have finished that. That's been there a little while. Any more bits for me collage under here? Yes. Oh yes. Okay, right, we're off. Yeah, so that's Monday. He's at work half the day. And then Tuesday, put this big piece down. Oh gosh, Tuesday is the dentist. I'm not looking forward to it, even though it's only a checkup and a few x-rays and a list of everything that they want to do. Yeah. And then Tuesday afternoon we are going to our caravan, and we have decided to give it up. yeah, we're not keeping the caravan anymore. It's been taken over by a big company, and they're developing it. I mean, it's literally, I'm not surprised, because it's right on the cliff top, as you know, and it was just a small firm, and it was a lovely little place. But it, you know, an amazing place to have a caravan on the cliff top. But of course, a big company have bought it, and yeah, they're going to develop it and put really expensive, like, bungalow chalet things on it. And I mean, we don't have to move the caravan off, we can stay, but they're putting the prices up, and they're going to be building, you know, it's going to be like a 4 or 5 year do. So the widening roads and making, you know, proper driveways for your caravan and things like that, which will be lovely, but that's not what we wanted it for. We liked the fact that not many people went, and it was nice and quiet, and, you know, more natural environment. It was all grass right up to the caravan. If you remember, the car used to get, you know, flooded if we parked next to the caravan when it was raining bad. And yeah, so they're going up market, and I mean, we knew last year we couldn't decide, but this year we've all decided, Mum included, that and of course they're putting the ground rent and rates and things up in anticipation of all the work they're going to do, which is a bit cheeky, isn't it, before they do it. But yeah, we decided, yeah, not necessarily value for money for us anymore. So yeah, end of an era. So we're going to start emptying it on Tuesday, which it sounds like hard work, but I don't think it's going to be. I think emptying it's easier than than cleaning it ready to start up the season, because obviously we're not going to be cleaning it if we're not staying in it. So yeah, these are big pieces that are going on, but where are all the little bits that I wanted to use up? So that's Tuesday. Wednesday is blood test again. Always on a Wednesday until I can get myself sorted. And then Thursday Neil is going in for more meetings. I don't know, they're doing some appraisals or something with the staff, I don't. So another morning do, so that'll be, but it's the day gone, isn't it, really, by the time you've got up and gone to work. When he comes home, he's ready to relax. I mean, we'll probably pop out in the car somewhere, but yeah, and then Friday is back to work. That's his 5 days off gone. So yeah, a couple of trips out, but nothing too exciting. I don't suppose we'll get chance. Where's all the little bits here? We'll get chance to go shopping in Beverley, which is the little town that I love, on the way to the caravan. This time, I mean, we will still go. I mean, it's a good couple of hours drive away, but we'll still go even though we don't have the caravan. But yeah, unfortunately we won't have time on Tuesday, having, you know, going to the dentist first and then on to the caravan and back in the same day. So, you know, we're not opening it up and staying over. I'm very mindless crafting at the minute. I have no idea what I'm doing. I was going to cut the white off, but it's easier to ink it than it is cut it off. So it's becoming a bit of a William Morris page, this one. No, not William Morris. That's William Morris, this is. Oh, it is. Yeah, I was right. William Morris page. It's come together quick though, wasn't it? Right, where's all these little bits that we wanted on? That's pretty. That's very pretty. Let's have you down there. You're sticking to me. Not see anything else I pulled out to put on. I suppose some of these strips, these faux washy bits. Come here. Where shall we have you? Oh, Denise, you haven't finished. Don't know how I want it now. If I'd have filled that in, it would have been easy, wouldn't it? I don't know why I didn't. Let's put a piece of this on. very mindless crafting. Oh, I like the back now. I should always check the back, see if it's double piece. I like the back of that, but I'd already got glue on it, so it was too late. Okay, now I can get some of these little bits on, can't I? Let's use that little tape measure up, because at the moment I'm so into the vellum tape measures. I'm sure these will be used again at some point, but yeah, loving using those vellum ones. I'm thinking I might do a very plain collage page like this, and then put some of those clocks, vellum clocks, on it. Okay, we've got a leaf here that we've had for a long time. Let's put it up there. It's a yeah, what's the name? I think Edith. I think that's an Edith. I might be wrong. Edith Holden book page leaf. Right, so I've got this little piece. I've got this rosy piece. Let's leave the rose and put this dark piece on. Yep. Oh, my glue pages are a bit sticky now. And how am I doing for time? Oh, I'm all right. Would have thought I'd have got another page of this done. I should ink that bit now. Okay, was that it? Oh, I've got a strip of this. Why did I only put a strip of that on? I don't know. I think you can go in the bin. That's 2 tiny pieces gone in the bin. I hope you're taking note. They were all little bits, weren't they? Have I got all the small pieces I was going to? All their labels. I was thinking about putting that one on though, because I like it. This needs a bit of something, doesn't it? I love that puppy. You've still got to use it, Denise. Don't not use it just because you love it. Oh. Right. Yes, I like that because it's got some lovely, what's the word? Water splodges on it. Distress. I've got a piece there, I see, of white. Just there. Didn't have a strip that wanted using up. There's a tiny one, look. Yep, you'll do. Okay, now I just want a couple of pieces, something on this. Big piece of brown and a little piece of something on that map. Excuse my grumbling throat. Oh, that birdie again. Should we put him over the 2? Would that solve the problem? Yeah, I think he needs inking. Okay. That should do us. Lovely. So I'll let that dry and do it with the distress medium again. Okay, can you see, if I show you all we've made with all this stuff around me? I do like having my scraps out everywhere. Okay, have I cleared? Oh, did I have that too near? Hope you could see what I was doing. Okay, so that lovely yeah, collage page, and then we made a couple of pockets. They need tags, don't they? But yeah, a couple of lovely pockets. One gusseted, one not. Let's leave them up there. We made a couple of lovely page decorations. Now I could back them and make them into journal cards, but I often need something to just put, fairly flat on a page, maybe a music page or something like that in the in a journal. And then the 2, I think you only saw one, but made, didn't you? But the other 2 were the Flower Fairy belly bands. So 2 for 6 pieces and a page of collage. That's not bad, is it? I don't know if you spotted these here from Saturday or not, but yeah, I still haven't stitched them yet. But they've dried nice and crispy, as collage papers often do. Yeah, really pleased with them. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching that. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Sunday. And yeah, I'm not sure yet what I'm doing with you tomorrow. I have got a new journal to start but I've got a couple on the go, so I don't know. Can't decide. I'll let you know. See you then. Bye for now.